Hello and welcome to our quick revision series. Today, we explore a pivotal moment in the modern Indian history, the 1937 provincial elections and the formation of the Congress Ministries. Held under the provisions of the Government of India Act 1935, these elections marked the first occasion when the Indian National Congress exercised administrative power under the British rule. More than an electoral event, this phase served as a crucial litmus test. Could Indian nationalists provide effective governance while operating within an imperial constitutional framework? In this session, we will examine the ideological debate over office acceptance, the election results, the nature of the Congress rule during its 28-month tenure, and finally, the reasons behind the mass resignation of Congress ministries in 1939. To begin with, the Government of India Act 1935 introduced provincial autonomy but at the same time vested significant discretionary powers in the governors. This contradiction triggered an intense debate within the Congress. The left-wing leadership, led by the Jawaharlal Nehru and the Subhash Chandra Bose, opposed accepting office, arguing that it would result in the co-option of the nationalists into the colonial system. In contrast, the right-wing leaders believed that entering government would help block reactionary British policies and allow the Congress to deliver immediate relief to the masses. Acting as a conciliator, Gandhiji proposed the idea of the conditional acceptance, insisting on an assurance that governors would not interfere in the routine administration. After receiving such assurances from the Viceroy, the Congress finally agreed to form ministries. The election results proved to be a resounding success for the Congress, decisively challenging the British claim that it represented only a microscopic minority. Out of a total of 1,161 seats, the Congress won 711 seats. It secured an absolute majority in the 5 provinces: Madras, United Provinces, Bihar, Central Provinces, and Odisha. Subsequently, it also formed governments in the Bombay, Assam, and the Northwest Frontier Province. In sharp contrast, the Muslim League performed poorly, failing to form ministries even in Muslim-majority provinces such as Punjab and the Bengal. Once in power, the Congress ministries focused primarily on restoring civil liberties. Emergency powers used earlier to suppress political activity and the press were repealed. Thousands of political prisoners, including revolutionaries associated with the Kakori conspiracy, were released. Restrictions on the press were removed and the police powers were curtailed. However, this transition from protest politics to governance was not without challenges. For instance, in Madras, C. Rajgopalachari faced criticism for invoking the Criminal Law Amendment Act against anti-Hindi agitators, highlighting the complexities of the administrative responsibility. On the economic front, the Congress ministries enacted Tenancy Acts in provinces such as the United Provinces, Bihar, and the Bombay to protect peasants from eviction and reduce excessive land rents. Nevertheless, they were unable to abolish the zamindari system, largely due to financial limitations and the absence of the complete authority. In the labor sector, the government attempted to strike a balance between the workers and the industrialists, although the Bombay Trade Disputes Act of 1938 attracted criticism for restricting the right to strike. Social reforms, however, were particularly noteworthy. The ministries introduced the Wardha scheme of basic education, promoted temple entry for Dalits, and implemented prohibition in several districts. This phase of governance, however, was short-lived. The 28-month rule ended abruptly in 1939 with the outbreak of the Second World War. Without consulting Indian leaders, Viceroy Lord Linlithgow unilaterally declared India a belligerent in the war. In response, the Congress demanded immediate transfer of effective power and a clear assurance of independence after the war as conditions for cooperation. When these demands were rejected, all Congress ministries resigned between October and November 1939. While this decision temporarily dampened nationalist morale, Muhammad Ali Jinnah and the Muslim League celebrated the resignations as the Day of Deliverance. To conclude, let us test your understanding with a few practice questions. Do share your answers in the comments and let us know which topic you would like us to revise next in the UPSC Quick Revision series.